Hello and welcome to another edition of John Franklin Presents. My name is Greg Simons. Today we'll be talking about the most collected U.S. coin, the Morgan dollar. The Morgan dollar was minted between 1878 and 1904 when production was suspended due to a general lack of demand for the coin and a fairly severe exhaustion of the U.S. silver bullion supply. In 1921, the mintage was resumed, and just for that year. In 1921, the Morgan dollar's run came to an end and was replaced by the peace dollar. I'll tell you just a few little things about this coin. When it first came out, the U.S. public did not particularly embrace it. It was called things like a cartwheel because it was so big and heavy. It was called the Bland dollar after the Bland-Allison Act that created it. And it was called a buzzard dollar. Many people thought that the eagle on the reverse of the coin resembled a buzzard. It had a screwy little neck and a scrawny body, and they didn't think it looked particularly majestic. The obverse of the coin depicts the Lady Liberty, and as a result, the proper term for this type coin is the Liberty Head dollar. Well, the model for Miss Liberty was a young school teacher by the name of Anna Willis Williams. She sat for the designer for 5 different sessions, and always in very strict secrecy because she was a school teacher, and as such, she could be fired, she felt, if it were known that she were an artist model. Proper ladies just weren't artist models in 1878. Well, it turns out there was an enterprising reporter that did a little digging around, found out who the model for the coin was, published that information, and Miss Willis did, in fact, lose her job. We call this coin the Morgan dollar because it was designed by George T. Morgan. Mr. Morgan was a student of William Lyon of the Royal Mint in London and was hired by the United States Mint in 1878 to create a new $1 silver coin. Now, the need for the coin came about because after the discovery of the Comstock lode in Nevada, a group of these silver mine owners got together and convinced the U.S. Congress to enact the Bland-Allison Act, which mandated that the U.S. Treasury purchase from them between 2 and 4 million ounces of silver every month. Well, if they're buying 2 to 4 million ounces of silver every month, they're going to have to do something with it. So a new coin was commissioned, George Morgan designed it, and production was started. The coin was minted in tremendous numbers throughout its run. There were actually over 500 million Morgan dollars minted. 1921 saw the most minted, about 85 million out of the 3 different mints at that time. What's considered to be the king of the Morgans is the 1895 plain. Now, the 1895 plain had a mintage, according to the U.S. Mint, of 12,000 commercial strikes, which is quite small, and 880 proofs. Well, nobody seems to have ever been able to find the 12,000 commercial strikes, and of the 880 proof coins, only about 75 to 80 of those are known to exist. So, as a result, its value is quite high, and it's called the King of the Morgans. I hope you've enjoyed this little tour of the Morgan dollar, and if you do have an interest in owning some of these beautiful coins, log on to johnfranklin.com and find out all you can about the Morgans. After 30 years of dealing in this beautiful coin, John Franklin has developed quite a reputation in the industry and would love to help you find just the coin you're looking for. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time.